Hello there everybody. So today I'm going to be cutting open some agate nodules with my tile saw, and I just thought I'd show you guys what they look like real quick here before. This one I'm basically just wanting to cut in half and see what's in the middle and have these two pieces. Sorry, the sunlight's not cooperating right now. Here's that Regency rose agate, that plume agate from Graveyard Point, Oregon. I'm going to cut this one basically just right down here and have two different pieces. Here we have a Botswana nodule. I'm probably just going to cut this down here just because it's so wide, you know. I'm pretty sure there's banding that goes all the way through it, so I'd like to have two nice pieces. Might even be some better banding on the inside, who knows. Have some Laguna agates in here, Agua Nueva, some other nodules up here. So yeah, we're gonna cut those open, and we'll get back with you guys when they're all cut. We'll see what they look like. Alrighty, well, I'm all done cutting the rocks, and I actually decided to cut a few extra. I have this huge slab here that I got from Rogue Rockhound and Prospector, and there's actually more to it, and I had to use my angle grinder just to make it into a manageable size, and I cut this piece off of it here today, and I got these other pieces I threw in there also. This is a piece that I brought back from Michigan, and this is just another nodule that I had. And here's this piece. This is pretty heavy. Nice mossy agate. Some of it's almost like it's got some purple in it. You can kind of see some purple in here. Sorry, the sun's starting to go down. It's later in the evening. I'll probably bring these inside and show these off inside. Alright, so like I said, it was getting later in the evening, and once the sun gets on the other side of that red maple in my backyard, the lighting's not that great, so decided to bring the rocks inside, and no matter which way you cut rocks with that tile saw, you're gonna get dirty. So I decided to take a shower and get cleaned up. Made myself some Reese's Pieces cookies. Smash that like button if you like Reese's Pieces. And so I got the rocks all brought inside here, and sprayed them off here a little bit. So we're gonna look at them a little closer real quick and check them out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the Regency Rose here. Take a look at this one. Kind of ground this down a little bit too. I was thinking about cutting it again and just having this piece here, but I decided not yet. But so then I'd have three pieces. Oh yeah, this actually looks like the best of it right here, so I was thinking about just cutting this other piece off, and this actually cut really easy. This some of this material cut pretty quickly, and some of it was a lot harder. This wasn't too bad at all. But yeah, when you cut it and you get like this this red exposed, it's real pretty. I have some that's tumbling right now, and it's got a nice rosy patch. So I'll put them off to the side over here so they can dry off. We'll go ahead and look at these ones next. This one's a Botswana nodule, or maybe from somewhere over there, Mozambique or something, I don't know. This one's really cool. Unfortunately, the little tip of it broke off, but it's not really focusing, sorry. Anywho, but yeah, the tip of it broke off, and still it's got this really pretty yellow in here, and some of this reddish orange and a little bit of bluish green up there. Wasn't sure what to expect on the outside of it here. So yeah, I saw a lot of this green, and there's also some yellow and some pinkish orange and some red up this way. So I decided, just cut it down the middle just to see if I could catch all the colors, and maybe if there would be something on the inside. And it had like a little bit of a pattern on the inside, but I just thought it was a pretty rock. So as with a lot of these, now you got two pretty rocks. So yeah, I'll set these ones over there to dry off as well. Sorry, it's not focusing. Alright, this one here, I really wasn't sure where to cut it. Just kind of an odd one. Had a lot of these red lines seem to be running one way through it. So going all along this way, it appeared to be. If you can see what I'm saying. So I decided to cut against it going this way, and to see if anything would be inside there. And that's pretty cool. I was actually hoping for something more, but it's still pretty cool. I really like that. So I'm sure it's going to look 100 times better once it's polished. And here's the other half of it. See, it looks like there is some banding there, some layering, so I don't know what these little red inclusions are, but that's pretty neat. So Excited to see what it looked like once it's tumbled. This piece here broke on me. It appears as though it was cracked or something, so couldn't tell on the outside. But yeah, once I started cutting into it, all of a sudden, a big piece of it broke off. And this piece is just fine, but you can see there's the crack right there. I grinded that down just a little bit, just to knock down some of the rougher edges, but now it's not so big to throw in the tumbler. It's still a pretty big one though. And here's the other pieces. And I had to grind this down quite a bit too, so it wasn't a rough edge, you know. Get it ready for the tumbler. Alrighty, and this one over here, this was one that I decided to cut at the last minute. None of my neighbors were outside grilling for Father's Day, so I decided to go crazy and cut a bunch of rocks. This one here. That's pretty awesome. I like how it has like that smoky wisp in there. That's really cool. Yeah, this is what I saw on the outside, and I decided to cut it in half. This is what we got here. I probably should have ground that down a little bit better. Anyways. And this one here, yeah, this one was a pretty big one to want to throw into the tumbler, and I really wasn't sure what was going on, and I saw this weird reddish, orangish, yellowish kind of color, almost like a carnelian, but not quite a carnelian, and I decided to cut that one open, and kind of hoping for something more. You know, it's not a dud or anything like that, but yeah, nothing really amazing. It just had this really pretty yellow in there. Almost looks like it's got like a water line, but so yeah, it's definitely a more manageable size now. That it's not so big. This one here came from Rogue Rock Hound and Prospector, my buddy Andrew. This was a pretty big piece, and it was really kind of too big for a 7-inch tile saw to try cutting, and I did manage to do it, but I had to really kind of grind down some of the saw marks, because I had a kind of a hard time cutting it, but and again, we have a more manageable size now. This is gonna have to go in a 4.5 pound barrel. It's still too big for the 3-pounders. some beautiful moss agate. My goodness, this stuff is just so pretty. So pretty. And I have this other piece here. This piece I had cut earlier a couple weeks ago, and threw in the tumbler just to see how it was going to do and stuff like that, you know. And I saw the purple on it, and I was like, wow, it's amazing. I can't thank Andrew enough for this material. Just for all his inspiration and his encouragement in my channel. A true friend. Here we have this other material that I decided to cut at the last minute also. And this cut really quickly. So I thought maybe it was going to be a geode or something. Just kind of saw this purplish chalcedony here, and I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like it's like a Koyamito nodule, and so I'll have to throw this in the tumbler. I mean, a lot of this stuff is just gonna grind away. I used my tile saw to grind down a bunch of this too. It just ground down so easily. It just fell apart. So you just kind of put like this, you know, quick shape on it. And just to kind of see more of what was going on there, and it's pretty interesting. Like I said, I would never have guessed that, you know, it would look like this on the inside. I mean, I guess it's kind of the same as the outside, but hoping for something more. It's all right. Can say that one was kind of a dud, but I'm sure after I throw it in the tumbler, it'll be okay. But I'd be curious to see what happens to it with this one here. See how much of it stays together, and if it falls apart or not. Take a drink of my tea here. And this one here was just this cool stone that I found up in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, and I saw this stuff here was kind of cool, and it was only on this one side, and the rock already had kind of like a crack. And it would have taken forever just to get that rounded down and smoothed down and stuff, you know. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just cut it and see what's on the inside, you know. And it's pretty neat. I did purchase waterproof pinpointer and on Amazon not too long ago, and I'm gonna try it out on some rocks and see if there's any copper or you know, silver or something like that in it. And so I'll have a video coming up soon on that from all the rocks that I got up in Michigan last fall. So see if maybe if there's even, you know, something inside here. Let's see if I get a hit off of it. But anywho, I thought it was kind of cool. It was pretty neat. See, like a little tiny quartz pocket or agate pocket in there, whatever. This is some epidote or what that is, but interesting. Not amazing, but you know, I didn't think it was going to be amazing. I just thought it would be cool to cut it open and see what was inside. So there's that one. This one here had kind of a weird shape to it, and had this kind of raised ridge here, so I decided just to cut along it here, and rather than trying to grind this all down, you know, I decided just to cut the rock here and see what we got. And that's really cool. That's all right. I like that one. That is some really pretty colors. I don't see any cracks in that. I think this one's gonna turn out pretty nice in the tumbler. I just gotta be careful not to let it run too long, and I don't know how deep these bands go, but that's a pretty one. I like that a lot. I don't know if this was kind of like the tile saw grinding it, kind of like heating it up. I don't know if that's what that is. You can see that's right where I was smoothing it down. That's pretty. Yeah. This one I believe was the Laguna agate, the Conajeros claim. I think there's a few of these in here. This one here also, pretty sure was the same. It's pretty neat. It's not amazing, but it's still pretty. It's got some pretty colors. It's kind of interesting how it's separated the two halves here by this coloring here. It's interesting. But yeah, I'm sure it's going to tumble up nice. It's got that really pretty light pink color, so these are pretty translucent. Oh. Hope that turns out pretty well in the tumbler. Here we have just a moss agate, and I didn't really care where I cut this one. I wasn't really looking for any awesome patterns or anything. It was just all you can see is this on the outside, so I really wasn't expecting much. But the shape that it was, I didn't really particularly care for the shape of it, so I decided to just cut it into a shape that I like better, basically. And it's really pretty. I just love these mossy ones. They just have such a really interesting color display. All the colors just swirl together, and I like that a lot. Doesn't have all the awesome agate banding and stuff like that, but to me these are still really, really beautiful rocks. I think this is another one of the Konoharo's Claim ones. This one is pretty awesome. Look at that. Holy smokes. Yeah. That's one that makes you say wow. That is awesome. Not sure what's going on there. It's a lot whiter and milkier up there, you know. And the bands here, usually it goes all the way around, but I'm not sure about that. It's just the way that I rounded it down or something on that side, but I think so. I think it's just the way I shaped it, but anywho, wow, look at that. That is cool. That is cool. Wasn't sure on that one where to cut it. You know, shout out to Quest over there, Rockhound Quest. He's pretty good at explaining where to cut the rocks and all the different camera angles and stuff like that, and it really helped me out in deciding where to cut the rock. Same thing with Jared over at Currently Rockhounding, you know. Very, very good at explaining things and making diagrams and showing people where to cut thunder eggs and just, you know, agates in general and stuff like that. Very, very helpful for people like me that's still learning and new to stuff like that. Jason over at Rockhounding Life, you know, he has does some awesome lapidary work. Same thing, really good in explaining things and showing where to cut things. Really like his channel a lot too. This one I thought it was gonna be cooler, but it's still okay. I wasn't sure where to cut this one. Just kind of looked for some patterns, some banding or something, and I saw that there, and so I figured, you know, it would be best just to cut kind of with that and hope that I would get something in there. But I mean, there's not really much there either anyways, but that's still, it's pretty. It's got a really nice kind of like plum purple color in there, so hopefully as I tumble that, some of that will pull through, and it's see, it's pretty translucent stuff. You can see that there. It does have a, you know, a little bit of a pattern, so hopefully once I tumble it, it'll pull through more. This is the other half. Even the it's a pretty thick piece, and you can still see my finger on the other side of it. So alright, I don't really see any cracks in this one either, so hopefully this tumbles pretty well. This one here, yeah, we just I had this interesting thing going on, and I had you know, this little pocket here, and I just decided just to cut it in half and see, you know, I mean, I didn't know whether to cut it more this way or cut it more at an angle this way, so I decided to kind of compromise and cut it at, you know, more centered. And it hit like another little pocket there. Look at the detail on that. That's really cool. I think this is the really pretty. That's pretty cool. And this one here, I believe, is the Konoharo's Claim. This got a really awesome pattern in that one too. See, it had a lot of this this white kind of chalcedony in here, and just trying to guess where to where to cut it on this one. I really had no idea which way to cut it, so it really wasn't giving me much to go off on the outside, and but you could kind of see a little bit, and I grinded that down a little bit more too, but you could kind of see like a little bit which way the patterns were going in the rock, so I decided to cut it that way, and yeah, it turned out to be pretty neat. You can actually see this is orange. Oh, sorry, not focusing very well there all of a sudden. But yeah, that's actually orange in there. That's really cool. Cool little squiggly patterns there. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see that one. Hopefully don't lose that, so I don't want to be too aggressive with the grit on that. Sometimes I use like 30 grit or 60 grit. But I'll have to make sure I don't go anything lower than 60, so I don't want to lose those awesome patterns there. What I see. We have another one. Awesome pattern on that one. Look at that. That is really cool. That might be the best one. I don't know. There's a few of them that are pretty awesome today. Really cool. That's a real light pink. Just decided to cut that one long ways. Most of the time I decide to cut rocks, I decide to cut them long ways. Sometimes I decide to cut them this way. Most of the time I get best luck when I cut them long ways, and you don't want to cut them skinny long ways. You want to cut them through the fat part going long ways. So that's pretty good luck cutting them. Another one here. Can't remember where this one came from. A lot of this stuff just ground off real easy. Just started falling. It just took it to the wheel, to the blade. It's real easy to see what's gonna last and what's not, you know. So I might as well just do it with a tile saw before I throw it in the rock tumbler, you know, just give it a quick shape. Like I said, a lot of it just ground down pretty easy, and you can see some purple in there. It's like the other stuff I cut earlier that just the same thing. It cut real quick, and just real quick. I was like, oh man, you know, like I was like, this is a lot of rhyolite. You can cut through that stuff pretty quickly, versus chalcedony, which is much harder. And let me get this other like purple pink stuff. So I'm guessing it's Koyamito, but it could also be Laguna. Pretty translucent, so pretty interesting. It's got a pretty purple color. I do have some stuff similar to this that I'm tumbling right now that it's about the same color, purple, and it is really pretty. It's the same thing. It has a really funky shape to it because I had to grind a lot of the stuff off of it, and but it's really pretty. Once you know it starts tumbling, it does all right. So this is the last one, I guess. Here, this is from the Laguna Alianza claim, I believe, and this one I really liked. This color here, what I saw going on, I thought it had some neat stuff, and then I really liked what I saw down here also. I thought that was really cool, so I decided just to cut this one long ways, and that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Got a little pocket in there, little purple pocket. Got some nice yellows and oranges and some reds in there. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Actually, I think I like this half better. That is cool. It's almost like a dragon's head. It's like his eyes and its fiery mouth. That's really cool. Alrighty, I want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the cutting of the rocks and seeing what they look like after they were cut. Until next time, take care and rock on.